Hello everyone, this is Bashir Khan from Beast4 Basic channel. Once again, we are here to discuss something about Excel, something very powerful about Excel. Today we are going to see how COUNTIF and COUNTIFs with S works, and how SUMIF and SUMIFS with S works. Okay, so let's start. Let me share the screen, please. Okay, great. Now you can see my screen, right? Let me settle down. Okay, great. Okay, now you see there is one simple example. As usual, I put product ID, product name, type, quantity. We are talking about sales of fruits. Okay, so you have to first understand the table. It has product ID, product name, type, quantity, rate, and amount. Okay, like I multiply rate and amount and total and everything is there. It's a very basic, simple worksheet. Just for you to understand the functionality of COUNTIF and SUMIF. So I make a very simple worksheet over here. Okay, first of all, count. What is the function of count? Count actually count the number of rows or number of cells, you can say. Well, I will say number of rows in the selected range. Okay, how? Okay, first in this example, let me try to count the number of rows in this worksheet or number of cells in the selected range. Okay, I will do count, COUNT, bracket open. It says value 1. I say, okay, just count this and bracket close. What is going to be happen? Tell me. Okay, let's try. Nothing. It doesn't count anything. Okay, I will do the same example again. Count. And I will go and count something numeric. It counts. That means it has some relation with numeric. Okay, I already did a video on count A, and three different type of counts in that. So please refer to that video. Here we see counted down the number of rows in my selected range. It says 10. Okay, great. It's right. But today we are not here to count only. We have to count conditionally. Okay, how? This is a big list. Let's suppose it's a big road, like I have 10,000 rows or something, and there are multiple products or multiple names in one column, and you have to find out how many a particular value exists in that column. Okay, so what we are going to do, let's suppose the example is I highlighted apples to make it simple. So I will write here count with the condition of if. Count if. Okay, wait, let me write it. Count if bracket. So when I say if, that means I am adding condition in counting. Okay, and my condition, first, before giving the condition, I will give the range. So first parameter is the range here. If you can see this, my mouse cursor, comma, then what actually you are looking for? I said inverted comma, I'm looking apples. My very basic example. Inverted comma is very important because you are giving here a text, a non-numeric data. See, it says in this list there are 3 apples. Let's check 1, 2, 3. I think it's giving the right answer. Okay, so this is how we can count conditionally. Okay, I will write the same formula again. Count if, this is the range, comma, this time I say, okay, take a value from this cell. Okay, the criteria cell. I made a 3 criteria to explain you count if as easily as possible. Okay, so it is counting, and this is the value, and K9, it's picking the value K9 from here. Okay, I can change it to peers. It will say 3. That means peers also have 3 times. There also exist 3 times here. Okay, now I will say banana. Banana is none because my spelling of banana has S. So I say bananas, it says 2 times. Okay, so we get back again to the apples. So 3 is a conditional count of apple with count if. Now, for instance, let's assume that you are counting conditionally, but this time you have multiple condition, because count if work with one range and one condition. But what if you need to implement 2 or 3 criterias, because you want to use multiple criteria? The other function works, count if with s, you can say ifs. Okay, so count if, how this function work? Okay, equals to count if with s, bracket open. Now this time it's asking again criteria range. That means I will select here apples, comma, what is the criteria, what actually you are searching in this product name column. I say I'm searching apple, comma. Now this is one condition. I have to give another condition for this. Okay, so second condition is I need apples with the type BB. Okay, so second here is asking a second range, so I will select the second range also. This is my second range, comma, what am I looking in second column, second criteria, second range? I say look for BB, bracket close. So this is how I use count IFS ifs, and I give 2 different criteria and press enter. It says 2. So that means there are 3 cells contained with apples, and 2 of them has the type BB only. Okay, if I make this AA again, see the difference come there. The only BB is only 1. Now I said make it BB again, it says 2. So this is how we can add multiple condition in count. Okay, I'll show you one more example here. Count ifs, and this time I make 3 criteria. Okay, number 1's apples, comma, search apple from here, comma, type, comma, search type BB, comma. Now this time I'm saying that there are 2 BB type of apple. Now which price is 66? Quantity is 66. So, comma, I'm looking for quantity 66. How many times this occurs in this sheet? I close the bracket, press enter 1 time. So this means I can give multiple criteria, multiple condition to check in count. Okay, this is how count work. Now similar function is sum. Now this time I'm going to use some function with if. First I will show you how sum works. It's implemented here. Let me try again. Sum, bracket open, and it can sum all the numeric values which comes in this range. Okay, when I press enter, it's saying 84 260, same written here. This is how sum function work. But what if I want to sum the value conditionally, same like count? Okay, so let's try sum if, bracket open. Okay, what are you searching? It's showing in the IntelliSense. You have to give a range. What range we are talking about? I say, okay, this is my range. I select all, comma. What is your criteria? Same apples. I'm searching for apples, comma. Okay, which column you want to sum? Because count was only counting, but sum need to know which column in your range, this column, like this column, need to be sum up and give the value. So I selected sum and bracket close. So count and sum, there is one difference. You have to give a sum range additional parameter in this. When I press enter, it will say 17,380. So let's calculate. This is 1 apple, this is second, and this is third. So here I can see down here sum, yes, 738. That means function is working very well. Okay, great. Now I'm going to use 2 condition, and definitely I will use sum if with s, ifs. Okay, equals to sum ifs, bracket open. Now this time the parameter. See, SUMIF ask range criteria, then some range. Now when you are giving multiple range, so what it did, what it changed in the parameters, it takes some range on the first place, and remaining criteria you can put as many as you want. Okay, so some range will be the same. I'm going to sum this column, comma, what is my first criteria? First criteria is range is apple, comma, where is apple? Like what I mean, what are you searching? I say search apples, comma. Now this is one condition, apple. Now I say this apple need to be type BB. So I say, and I give another second range of criteria, comma, second criteria BB, bracket close, enter. So result is 15180C. This is BB and this is BB. Press Control and see the result 15180. That means my multiple two conditions works also. Now I will do the same thing with three condition, equals to sum if s bracket sum range is this one. Very simple, comma, first criteria, comma, apples, comma, second criteria, comma, the value which you are searching BB, comma, third criteria is quantity. Which quantity numbers are you searching? And comma, this is third value. So I added three values in it. Okay, bracket close and enter, and here is the value 1320. So if you see apple BB 66 is 13200. So this is how we can sum conditionally in the data. Okay, I hope all of you got this. I try to explain this very simply, and I believe you learned something from this video. And if you like the video, please subscribe my channel and click on like button. Thank you very much. See you next time.